Welcome back. Hi, I'm Bill Sr. and this is Anna Simonton. We work at FDAimports.com. In this segment, we're going to discuss claims, adequate substantiation, structure function claims, organic claims, and natural claims. Let's talk about adequate substantiation. All claims must be true, not misleading, and adequately substantiated. Under FDA and FTC jurisdiction, adequate substantiation means competent and reliable scientific evidence.
Now, Bill, you mentioned FTC jurisdiction as well. I thought that foods and dietary supplements were regulated under FDA.
Yeah, the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, has joint jurisdiction with FDA, and under a memorandum of understanding, FDA has primary jurisdiction over labels, whereas FTC has primary jurisdiction over advertising. However, there's a significant crossover, so the standards for one apply generally across the board. So for instance, if you had a label, that's primarily an FDA issue. But if you have an advertising claim that's on a website, that would be an FTC claim. But if there was a point of sale or a sign that accompanied the product at the point of sale, that would be under both jurisdiction.
I see.
Let's talk about structure function claims. A structure function claim is the claim that consumption of a food or dietary supplement can affect the structure or function of the body. FDA permits the use of structure function claims on the labels of dietary supplements and foods alike. However, they do not permit the inclusion of disease claims. A disease claim is a claim that a food or a dietary supplement can treat or prevent or otherwise affect the body for a disease, whereas its structure function just says that it can affect it.
So looking specifically at the Live Forever Juice box, I see that we make a claim here, it'll help you lose weight. Is that a permitted claim to make?
Sure, that's a structure function claim. However, it's a weight loss claim, and FDA and FTC both have a special place in their heart for weight loss claims.
What do you mean by that? Is there a different standard for weight loss claims regulated by FTC and FDA?
Really, the standard is the same, which is competent and reliable scientific evidence. However, because there's a lot of money in that industry and it's very large, FDA and FTC have spent considerable time enforcing weight loss claims and reading through substantiation and scientific evidence and having panels on weight loss claims. And so, in essence, FDA and FTC have both said that certain kinds of weight loss claims are just plain false, and they can't be substantiated. That is, that you can't have a claim on your label that says that you can lose weight without diet and exercise.
Okay, so this claim, lose weight, is permitted, but are there different ways to make that claim? I mean, how do you know where the line is drawn with which type of weight loss claims you can and cannot make?
Well, ultimately, we have two things. One, the standard remains the same. If you're going to make a weight loss claim, it needs to be substantiated. And under FTC, that typically means two well-controlled human studies. But the second thing, from an enforcement standpoint, you want to add to all your claims a caveat or a disclaimer that says, with appropriate diet and exercise. Otherwise, you can almost guarantee FTC or FDA is going to take some kind of an action or object to your claim. Now we're going to talk about organic claims. Organic claims are not defined under FDA law or regulations. FDA defers to USDA's definition. Now, under the USDA jurisdiction, there's a program called the National Organics Program. And the National Organics Program defines the terms under which a product or an ingredient can be called organic. Now, Live Forever Juice purports to be certified organic. Now, in order to make that claim, what they're saying is this is an organic product. The product must consist of 95% organic ingredients, and they have to identify the certifying agent. And they have to identify each organic ingredient. And as you can see, Live Forever does not comply with the regulation.
Now, you're talking about the USDA regulations. Is the Live Forever Juice product regulated under USDA? I thought it fell in FDA jurisdiction. If it's under USDA, then how can FDA regulate that?
That's a good question. Actually, the product is not regulated by USDA. It is an FDA-regulated commodity. However, FDA applies the standard from USDA regulations to determine whether the claim is true and misleading and substantiated. So it's just applying its own rules, but using a USDA definition.
The USDA definition of organic. So what if this claim was, or this organic claim was true, to say, it's only 50% organic?
Yeah, there are specific regulations that constrain how you can say that, but in essence, as long as the claim is true, it's permitted. You can make the true claim 50% organic. But again, the rule is true and not misleading.
Okay, and you talked about using specific organic ingredients. How would you make that claim? If you say made with organic sugar, would that be permitted?
Yeah, that would be permitted. There are actually 4 different kinds of organic claims. There's 100% organic, there's organic, which means 95% organic, there's made with organic, and then there's products that have organic ingredients. The lowest level is just organic ingredients. That is, you can identify within the ingredient list with an asterisk or the word organic a number of ingredients that are organic. Made with organic, that permits you on the front of the label, I believe if it's 70% or more, you can have on the front of the label made with X organic milk, made with organic wheat, whatever. And then the higher ones, much more difficult to comply with, is the 95% and the 100% organic.
Now, moving on, I mean, could we talk a little bit about natural claims? Because a lot of people seem to associate organic with natural. What is a natural claim?
Sure. A natural claim is not an organic claim. I think that an organic claim would be a type of a natural claim. Natural claims are also not defined by FDA regulations. According to FDA, they won't object to a claim that a product is natural, provided it doesn't contain added colors, artificial flavors, chemical preservatives, or any synthetic ingredients.
So what exactly are artificial flavors? As we see here, it has red food coloring. Is that natural?
Well, hypothetically, in fact, there are many color additive ingredients that are natural in and of themselves. That is, they meet the definition under FDA for being extracted from a natural product and they're not chemically altered. However, under FDA jurisdiction or under their guidance documents, they state that any food that has food coloring in it, any coloring at all, is not naturally colored. And therefore, you can't call it a natural food if it has a color additive added.
Okay, so in going back here, could you answer a question? What is a synthetic ingredient?
Well, part of what a synthetic ingredient means, whatever the consumer really thinks a synthetic ingredient is. What they're getting at is this something that was made in a lab? Is this something or is this something that was chemically altered by a scientist? Or is this something that grows in nature that you extracted and put into your food? So that's really the standard, is whether it's been chemically altered.
Well, thank you very much. This has been the first part of our claims discussion. Stay tuned to watch our second part on nutrient content claims.